get back to that in a second. Hello, this is Felicia's Arc, a new show here on Geek and Sundry. I want to do a little side project that explores our humanity and asks the deepest questions, like, if there was a huge flood that was going to annihilate every creature in the video game world, which one should be saved to repopulate the Earth? Of course, some of these guys are one of a kind, and just assume we can clone them, or we'll find a female one, or just copy and paste. If you think too hard about it, you're going to ruin everything. It's for fun. Here's how it works. Each episode, we're going to look at one species that needs saving. I'm going to narrow it down to my favorite 6, and then you, the audience, will decide which one is worthy of carrying on the digital genetic torch by voting in the comments. Then in the next video, I'm going to reveal to you who you picked as the winner. Simple. And for the sake of simplicity, we're gonna start with my favorite classic video game animal, the bear. The bear. There are a lot of bears in video games, and honestly, the only ones I ever had a problem with were the bears in Skyrim, just like everybody. Mostly because it's completely unnatural for a creature that size to kick the out of you in the middle of a forest, while dragons and giants are just, you could just one-shot them. They're so easy. Okay, what the hell was that? You guys don't mess with me. I'm gonna fire people. None of you are on the boat. Let's look at my top 6 candidates and weigh their pros and cons. You're fired. First up, we have the bear dude from Altered Beast. Yeah, I know he's a guy with rippling muscles and they could change into a bear, among other things, but that still counts in my arbitrary world. And we can't ignore how badass it would be to have a bear that can turn stuff into stone by using his breath. Hello, breathe over there and make me a castle. But yes, there are cons. I mean, how do you repopulate with this guy? I mean, okay, I know how. I know the physics of it, but I'm just saying, do you get another bear out of that? He also turns into a dragon, a tiger, and 2 kinds of wolves, so as much as I'd like to think this guy's awesome, he basically is a 20-sided die when it comes to genetics, and there is no telling what you're gonna get.
Welcome to your doom.
Second is Banjo from Banjo Kazooie. Assuming we don't have a sound system installed on the boat, this one becomes like a no-brainer. Unless you hate super mega happy banjo music. Who does? I love Mumford & Sons. They're so plaintive. Plus, he dresses in human clothes, so probably he knows the importance of hygiene. He won't want to go in the woods. With that, you know the saying thing. You get it, right? You don't? Shut up. The downside is we're only going to take bears, so you'd have to separate Banjo and his, good friend, Kazooie. I love Kazooie, and I don't think I could ever do that to her. It's like one of those terrible scenes in disaster movies where only one person is allowed into the sanctuary, but that person refuses to go because they would rather die than live without their significant other. There's a really sad scene. One of them kills themselves. There's crying and French horns, and oh my God, this is really depressing. Third is Teddie from Persona 4. Teddie is kind of an odd one, but that's part of his charm, guys. One thing that's working for him is that he can always find me if I get thrown into the shadow world. And that's gonna happen on the Ark. And a bear that's good at finding things in a post-apocalyptic world is a huge bonus. Just think about it. His claws are very sharp. Shoot me, which actually brings me to the cons. Bear puns.
I'm very sorry for the wait. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm going berserk.
They're nonstop. They're bear puns. They keep happening over and over. I handled them pretty well the first few hours of the game, but you just add that to the fact that when Teddie gets upset, he turns into this giant, freakish god monster, and it's a risky candidate for close quarters. We also have to address, most of the time, he's just a bear suit. It's a cute bear suit, but it's super creepy, guys. You can put your hand all up in that thing. Fourth, the frowny-faced bear from Tripletown. I know we all have been trained to hate these bears, and it's a casual game, fuck off haters. But something to keep in mind is how useful it would be to have a bear ninja on your side. Ha! And if you decide that they aren't worth it in the end and just kind of kill them, they turn into a church. Bam! Instant real estate in the new world. But then we do also have to accept the fact that while a bear ninja is useful, this bear seems hell-bent on making building impossible. He's got serious attitude problem. It would probably quadruple reconstruction time with the attitude, and nothing's gonna piss you off more than when this guy stops you from building a triple castle. It might be worth having him on the boat, just so we can throw him off when the flood hits. I'm just saying. Fifth is the bear from Tekken, creatively named Kuma, which is bear in Japanese. Ha! Hakuma Frittata? That meant nothing. Where to begin with this guy? Aside from being a bear that knows Kung Fu, another one, he's also an astronaut. Oh my God, sexy. Which doesn't really help us out after technology resets to 0, but oh my God, sexy. He understands English and Japanese. He's very photogenic, which again doesn't help us much unless I do, skeevy photo shoots on the Ark deck. The downside is he's a perv. If nothing else, I guess we wouldn't have to worry about repopulation, but holy crap, you guys, look at him. He sees a butt, he tries to do an epic air hump on this poor panda. Violation. How will he be around the other cute animals? I feel like this one's gonna be a eye-washing HR nightmare. Last is the adorable guy from Naughty Bear. He's got some anger issues, yeah, but he's tough. He's driven. He's got a lot of self-confidence. On the other side of Doomsday, he is one bear you're gonna want on your side. It's not for us to pass judgment on a species just because it's naturally more aggressive, you know? Once you get past the attitude problem, he's holy shit, okay. Just maybe, you know, we'll have to keep some sharp objects out of his way and fire and, oh wow, okay. Please just think it through before you vote this guy on my boat. Just think about me. Okay. And so we have our first round of candidates. Who will be spared from the destruction to help us rebuild the world? You decide. Vote below in the comments, and as a special treat, our friends over at Squishable will award a free stuffed animal to one of you lucky voters. What is a Squishable, you ask? Thanks, that was funny. A Squishable is this. Vote to save a fictional life and we'll reward you with one. One of you, this guy. Aw. The animal you choose will be announced next episode. And if I missed any bears in the video game world you would like to see spared, leave it in the comment section. I won't listen to it, but let everybody know your opinion. And subscribe and like the video and thumbs up. Hey, that's the same thing as liking. Seriously, just do everything I'm asking you. Click everywhere. Next week will be big cats, so tune in. What? Guys, it's not funny. Again, this is the first episode. Don't start this. Oh, it's gonna be a long boat ride.